Hi, welcome girls and boys. This is the week of September 14th through the 18th, and we're on day 1. Let's review everything you're going to need for today's lessons. You're going to need worksheet 30 and 29, so 29 and 30. You're going to need your nameplate and a dry erase marker. I would like to see if you can find the color green in your crayon box. So you're looking for this color. See if you can find this. We're going to be talking about green today. There's an Igloo worksheet, page 28. You'll need that. And pages 44 and 45. We're going to be talking about a special shape today. So let's get started. First of all, let's get our nameplates ready. And get your marker. We always get started with this activity, don't we? So get your marker. I'm going to slowly trace our name. Do as well as you can. And I know many of you are making improvements. I've talked to several of your parents, and I'm proud of your progress. Practice helps you do better. Let's see what your nameplate looks like. Very nice. I can see some of you are holding that up for me to see. I have a nice eraser. Some of you might need to use a paper towel or a Kleenex. Just anything will do. As long as you get it off right away, it shouldn't be too hard to erase it. Let's do a check-in and see who's all here. Good morning, Easton. E for Easton. Good morning, Kenley. K for Kenley. Hi, Carson. Another K. K for Carson. Hello, Kaylee. Kaylee. Another K. Lots of K's in that group. I hear you saying your name. Hayden. Nice work. First letter is H. Hayden. Hello, Owen. O, Owen. Here we have Caitlin. Caitlin. C. Bennett. Bennett. And we have Trayshawn. T. Trayshawn. Another Timmy. What letter is that? T. T for Timmy. This is a longer name. Christopher. C for Christopher. Jessa. J for Jessa. Another J. Jax. And we'll end with E's. E for Evelyn. Evelyn. The vowel E can have two signs, like F for Evelyn or E for Elias. Still the same letter, E. Elias. Welcome, everyone. Now let's get our worksheet out where we're going to be talking about the letter of the week we're going to work on. And this is a long, straight capital letter. And it's a vowel, so it has two sounds. And it's the letter I. Say, I am happy today. I. It's a letter and it's a word, like the word I. Anything you say about yourself, you're using this letter. I. And many of you have Play-Doh at home. You might want to put it on pause to make sure you have a little bit of Play-Doh. And this is going to be very easy for us to do, because when you work with your Play-Doh and you roll it and you make it look like a snake, it kind of automatically looks like the letter I. See what I have here? Let's lay it right on the page. I like to put it in a sleeve. You should have a couple of these at home. Put it in a sleeve so that the Play-Doh does not ruin the piece of paper. So this is what my eye looks like so far. And then we have a little line across the top and a little one across the bottom, and we finish it off. You may put it on pause if you like, just so you can get caught up. That's what the capital I looks like. Straight line down, a little one across, and on the bottom another little one across. Now the lowercase I is straight down and then a dot on top. Kind of reminds me of a person, like a straight line like the body and a little circle on top for the head. I. Let's go ahead and use our Play-Doh to make the lowercase or small I. Well, that was easy. Just a straight line of Play-Doh. And in the top, to make a ball, you put a little bit in your hand and you roll it around in a circle. And look what I made. I. Good work. Now, I have a canister of I words. Like I said, has two sounds, I or I. So let's see what some of these pictures are. I'll ask some of you to help me out. How about you, Easton? You might have seen this in your laundry room, maybe. Maybe. Some people don't even own these anymore. It gets really hot, can go over fabric to take any wrinkles away. Do you have any idea what that is? It's called an iron. Very good. It's an iron. Now let's ask you, Evelyn, what color is the iron? Very good. It's yellow. A yellow iron. If this were real, it could be really hot. If you plugged it in, it would get hot. Some things get very hot when they're plugged in. This is the opposite of hot. It is very cold. You might see it in drinks if you like really cold water or a soda. You go to I don't know, McDonald's or somewhere, and they might put ice in a cup and then put the drink on top. So what is this called? I kind of gave it away. How about you, Jessa? What are those? It's called ice or ice cubes. Very nice. This is similar to ice because it has the word ice in it, but it's super yummy and you don't put soda over the top or water over the top. It says ice, and then what, Timmy? It's ice cream. What kind of ice cream does this look like to you? Can you see? It looks that way to me too. It looks like chocolate ice cream. Looks super yummy. This is something else that is really chilly. Eskimos might build a little home out of this. They use ice. It starts with the letter I again, and it is what? Let's see, Jax, do you have any idea? What's this little home called? Made of ice. It's an igloo. Very good, igloo. Now this one might be a little tricky because you may not have ever seen, it's like a pen, like a fountain pen, where you put ink inside of it, and that's what all this black stuff all over this place is called, is ink. I'm sure you've heard of a traditional ink pen where it might be blue or black. This is like an old-fashioned ink pen, or it could be a well that they stick their pen in and they write with. That's ink. Lots of I words. Iguana is one of my favorite I words. Have you ever seen that little animal? An iguana? That's a great one. Now the number that I would like to talk to you about today is 1 more than 3, but it's less than 5. Let's put on our thinking caps and see if we can figure out what that might be. So we have 1, 2, 3. Then thinking. What is it? 1, 2, 3. Then I'm thinking of a number and it's right before 5. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3. Ah! I heard some of you. Let's do it again. See if you can tell me what this is, Bennett. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And then 5. We can practice making a 4. You go down, across, and then down some more. There we have a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see 4 with our fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Some of you are 4 years old. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about if you have 2 and 2 more? Let's count these fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 4 or 4. You can make it in different ways, can't you? Or 3 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. 4. See how many different ways you can make 4 with your fingers. That's a fun thing to do. Well, we studied dolphins last week. I wanted to show you something that my daughter had in her collection, and she said it was fine if I brought it to school. I love this because it has beautiful dolphins and you can tell like they're in motion, like they're swimming. And today we're going to be studying about a whale that is one of my favorites. It's a white one. Have any of you ever seen this kind of whale before? It is called a beluga whale. Can you say that with me? Can you say beluga whale? We're going to read just a few pages of this. I got this at the Putnam County Public Library, so you could always go there and find this book because it has fascinating pictures that are beautiful. See the picture? I love that. It says cetaceans. Whales, dolphins, and porpoises are cetaceans. Cetaceans are mammals that live in the water. Cetaceans are very different from fish. Fish have gills for breathing underwater. Instead of gills, cetaceans and other mammals use lungs to breathe. We use lungs to breathe. I want you to breathe in and breathe out. Put your hand on your tummy. Do you see how your belly's moving there? We breathe air in and out. Baby beluga whales drink milk from its mother. Humans do that too. What else do mammals have in common? Mammals are born alive instead of hatched out of eggs. Were you hatched out of an egg? No. You're not like a chicken, are you? You're more like this beluga whale. They drinks milk from its mother. Apes, dogs, mice, and people are all mammals. Beluga whales. There are two main kinds of whales. There are toothed whales and baleen whales. Beluga whales are toothed whales, so they have teeth in their mouth. Do you have teeth? Let's see your teeth. The beluga is the only whale with a true neck. See, it can turn its head from side to side. Love that picture. Beluga whales eat, play, and travel together. When they're all together like this, it's called a pod. And there are over 1,000 in this pod. It helps protect them. There are killer whales and polar bears that like to eat beluga whales, so they stick in big groups, the beluga whales do, to protect themselves. What do they look like? Well, look at the picture. You tell me. They are white. And you can see how they're kind of lumpy. They have a layer of something called, it's like a fat layer. It's called blubber. Beluga whales are smaller than many other kinds of whales. Adult beluga whales weigh about 3,000 pounds. They can be as long as 15 feet. To me, that seems pretty high. If you put a beluga whale from tail to head next to a building, it would be taller than 1 story. Bigger than some of your houses. Belugas have a powerful tail for swimming. They have 2 front flippers, 1 on each side. Flippers help whales turn different ways, and all whales have blowholes for taking in air. The beluga's blowhole is on top of its head. We talked about this in dolphins. Dolphins also have a blowhole. Dolphins are similar to belugas, aren't they? So nice. That's all we have time for this book right now. But like I said, if you'd like to read more about it, you could definitely check it out at the local library. We're going to review a few shapes before we finish up with a worksheet. I have some shapes that we studied last week. This one has 3 sides. This one has 3 sides. What's this called? 3 sides and 3 angles. 3. I always like to remind my students a tricycle has 3 wheels, and you know what a tricycle is. Tri means 3, so triangle means 3. 3 sides, 3 angles. 3 angles, triangle. There you go. That's an easy way to remember it. Tri means 3. Triangle. This is from a few weeks back. What's this shape? It is a circle. Now I need the color. What color is it? It's a red circle. Very nice. Now our shape for this week reminds me of a door. It has 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. But 2 of the sides are longer than the other. Let me show you a few different versions of this. So there's one. This looks like a smaller door, doesn't it? And even a smaller door. And then the smallest door. Look how tiny that one is. If this were a door, it'd have to be small, small people, right? So it has 4 sides. 2 sides are longer than the other. Any idea what this is called? It's called a rectangle. Can you say that with me? Say rectangle, rectangle. We're going to pull out our sheets, page 44 and 45. Windows oftentimes are shaped like rectangles also. So let's get your dry erase marker. And what we're going to do today on page 44 is we're going to trace these windows. And we're going to go on each side and stick with the dot to dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. See if you can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Now we're going to turn it over. And we have several rectangles on this page. Does anyone know what this is called? Caitlin, what is this called? What is our friend driving? It's called a train, right? A locomotive. Here we go. Let's trace our rectangles. Again, 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like our number of the week. Let's write a 4 inside. Can you make a 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes rectangles are like this. Sometimes they're like this. This one looks like it's on its side, doesn't it? Here we have another rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now remember how you had your green crayon? When the video's over, you are welcome to pull this out and color this rectangle green. Throughout the week, we're going to be coloring different things. So this little rectangle right here, you're going to color in green. And we have a great page that I think you will enjoy. Page 28, the Igloo. Igloo. Beluga whales live in really cold climates. They like to live where it's really cold, cold water. So what I think would be fun is if your parents let you do this, get some glue and cotton balls. You're only going to need a couple because one cotton ball you're going to break apart into little pieces. So maybe about 3 cotton balls is all you're going to need. And then break it in a small piece, roll it up, and look what I did. I put some glue and a cotton ball in each of the rectangles. See how many rectangles there are there? They're all over. And then the cotton ball will stick right to it. It'll be easier if you have a flat surface that's like this. So make yourself an igloo. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me, boys and girls. Bye-bye.